Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Keys to Crypto. It's good to be back to shooting these videos once again. But anyway, before we get started, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, and above all else, please, never, ever risk no more than what you're willing to lose. But in this video, we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people in the real estate community have been asking me about ever since I posted some videos about tokenization in real estate. And I just want to go over some numbers and the direction that the real estate industry is heading, because I've been ahead of the curve on a lot of the real estate transactions and a lot of stuff for years, just due to the fact is in order to know where the market is going, you need to know the trends, and above all else, you need to know them before everybody else, because you need to be ahead of the curve where you can help better serve your clients, or as an investor like I am, to help better basically just be ahead of other investors before they catch on. But anyway, these are some interesting stats that I'm going to roll out real quick, so y'all just bear with me for a minute on this. But the first one I want to make mention of, over the past 2 years or whatever, or past few years or whatever, the amount of cryptocurrency that has been used towards I would say a down payment or whatever, towards the purchase of a property, whether it be a single family home or even an investment, has increased more than 240% over the past few years. Now, here's the thing about it is, this brings me to my second part of this. In the past year, the first-time home buyers, now this is where, as a realtor, you need to really be paying close attention to where the trend is going. 11.76%, almost 12%, have used some type of cryptocurrency to purchase their first home. That's fact number 2. Now, here's where it gets into more things, because you need to know better where everything is going. 95% of crypto buyers under 40 are your future clients. And I want you to understand that, because the younger generation, unlike some of the older ones, not that they don't have cryptocurrency, this newer generation is looking a different direction in order to purchase, invest in whatever, and they're doing this through cryptocurrency. So understand, some of your future buyers, if you've not already had it, are going to be using some form of cryptocurrency as a down payment, as escrow, or whatever it may be, in order to purchase a home. That's fact number 3. Now, here's fact number 4. 28% of young Americans between 18 and 25 own some type of digital currency. Now, it speaks to these other numbers, because here's what's important about that is they aren't just using it for their down payment. They're also using it for potential, life-changing gains, as I like to talk about on this channel. But they're using it, to help secure, their first-time home, or even a rental or whatever. Now, here's one of the I won't say last facts or whatever, but here in Alabama, the state I'm from, 1 in 5, and I want you to understand that if you see 5 people today, or 4 other people beside yourself, 1 out of 5 own some type of digital or cryptocurrency. Now, funny part about it is, when I started this channel, at least here locally, there was a lot of people who, they kind of laughed and giggled and, whatever about cryptocurrency. But there's not a day that I don't go by now where I'm out in public where people say, they kind of point, I've watched this guy's videos, or I'll talk to them about cryptocurrency, where even just, I'm telling you, just a few short years ago, or I'm not even talking 18 months, it was like cryptocurrency was taboo. We can't talk about it, and we definitely can't talk about it as it results, in relation to real estate. But I'm here to tell you, these trends are going to continue, and I'm going to do some more videos about where these trends are going, and how you can better help serve the people that you're going to ultimately be representing as a realtor. Because a lot of you don't know cryptocurrency. You don't know how it works. You may not even own it. You may think that it's a boogeyman or the sits or whatever it is. It, whatever. But you got to understand, it is another form of a, payment, just like, gold or silver or the dollar or anything else. So this is really how you're going to have to look at it from this day forward, because it's not going away. It is becoming more mainstream, and I'm going to give you another couple of stats on this. Within the next 2 years, and understand this is where the mainstream adoption, because people ask me all the time about crypto, where we're going. In the next 2 years, now this is from banks, the head of banks, they've put this out because they're in partnerships with Visa, MasterCard, or whatever. Within the next 2 years, from right now, somewhere around this time, 3/4 of all businesses are going to take some type of cryptocurrency payment. That means 3 out of 4 businesses that you walk into, it's going to take some type of cryptocurrency. Visa and MasterCard are starting to integrate crypto into crypto Visa cards, MasterCards, so on and so forth. There's a lot of stuff, and I got to do a lot more videos on where we're going with this. But you got to understand, as a realtor or someone who is looking for potential clients, you can be way ahead of the curve if you know how to transact with cryptocurrency. Now, the last thing I want to talk to especially is to my investors out there, because a lot of, and this goes for y'all too, but the biggest trend coming down the pipeline is the tokenization of real estate. Now, they say keys to crypto. What do you mean? There is really, and I've looked at several different things, and I'm actually looking to tokenize one of my properties to walk through the whole process, because I've looked at it in the whole 9 yards, and it's very interesting how that process works. But, and also, this is a good part, to those who I get it asked all the time, keys to crypto, I'd love to invest in a property or whatever, but I just don't have the down payment or whatever. Well, this tokenization is going to allow you to be able to do it, because there are things out there where you can, it's basically what a REIT is, a real estate investment trust. It's like that, but it's in the crypto space. That's about the closest thing that I can compare it to. But here's the thing is, as an investor, there's nothing wrong with not owning the entire property. I know a good friend of mine, Phil Duke, he might not want me to mention his name, but the point being is, he's into what I call some cutting edge, how to do real estate different. And some of the things that he's done in the real estate thing, I've done it before, tried it out, the whole 9 yards, and it's amazing how that works. A lot of it even long before he tried some of it out. But here's the thing is, he is very successful at it. But the thing is, the next step to this real estate investing and even being a realtor is how you're going to be able to use that in the purchase of a home, and actually even in the selling of a home, because you might accept cryptocurrency as a payment, or how you might invest in a property. Even if you don't totally own it, you can have what they call tokenization. You have an interest in that property without directly owning every bit of it. But anyway, I hope that this video has been very informative and will get your wheels to spinning and start researching some of this stuff. If you have any questions about how all this stuff works, man, my line is always open. You can direct message me, call me, talk to me on the phone or whatever, because I want to show you that it's nothing to be scared of. It's just one of them things. It's just another step in the process of being able to conduct, transact, and in real estate through crypto. But anyway, y'all be safe out there. Good luck investing, and we'll see you in the next videos.